Okay, so trips right, tight, F at tight end, Y and X, slot, wide receiver right, off the line. For now, we won't flip it. So trips right, tight, flood right. The flood concept is the number one has a fade, a vertical, but get an outside release. The number two, Y has a 10-yard out, and F, the tight end, whether he's in trips that without and not a tight end or trips tight. The number three guy has a flat route. That doesn't look like a flat route. That looks like a quick out, but it's a flat route, immediate. And then, since it's a concept, flood always means this concept, fade out flat. We'll usually tag Z. So for now, this would be trips right tight, flood right, Z slant. If I want the quarterback to roll, I'll throw the 60 in there. Trips right tight, 60 flood right. If I don't call that, it's because I don't want Max to roll. But typically we'll roll out of this. So this is trips right tight, flood right, vert, 10-yard out, flat, with a slant on the backside. Okay, so this is trips right tight, off slant, F flat. So we got a slot and a wideout on the right, so the same rules apply as on double slant. If the number two gets inside the outside backer because it looks like zone, he's going up the seam. On a one-step slant to seam, if he gets inside, outside guy X has a three-step slant, and then F is in the flat. It'll be an easy read if that backer on Y on the slot crashes down hard on the slant, quarterback can either go immediately to the X, because that's the read, or he can go immediately to F. On the backside Z, we just have a three-step slant. So this is trips right tight, all slant, F flat, with Y looking to go up the seam if he gets inside the outside backer. Trips right tight, snag, Z post. Trips right tight, snag, Z post. Remember, on any of these, I can just yell flip, and that'll put the back on the left. So same snag principle. Outside guy has the snag, X has the snag. Number two has the flag, and F has the flat. Quarterback, we're looking for the snag. That's our first look. So if the outside backer gives you the snag, don't look for anything else. If he takes away the snag, we're getting a high-low read on the flag and the flat. We go to the Z if we like our matchup pre-snap. So this is trips right snag, trips right tight, snag Z post. We'll probably run this at a flip. So X with the snag, Y with the flag, and F with the flat. So this is the fan route, the fan concept, 10-yard dig by the F, 10-yard post by the Y, a takeoff route by the X. Now, what we like about this is that if we call trips right tight fan, we can tag the Z. And what I would like to tag, we could tag them with anything, but we'd like to do trips right tight fan, Z, drag. And what we want Z to do on the drag on this play is try and get as tight to the heels of the D line where they started. So right in here, getting no deeper than 3 yards because we don't want him to get so deep that he's in the window for the dig. So trips right tight fan, Z drag. Z comes across against the grain of everyone else. And we'll probably have, if we don't call anything, T will block, the tailback will block, but we can tag him as well, T swing or T flat. So this is trips right tight, fan, Z drag. Alright, so this is trips right tight levels. Levels is just an all-in principle, so X, Y, and F all have digs or ins. So F is on a 14-yard dig, Y is on a 5-yard in, and X is on a 6-yard in. And for now, let's say Z has a 12 to 10-yard comeback. What you want to do here is, if, let's say, the outside backer lines up on the Y, head up on the Y, we want to get the snap and read that inside backer. The inside backer who's playing right about here. If he drops it all, we're automatically coming right here to Y. Okay? If he sits and he stays in here, we want to look for the F on the dig. Now, if he drops, if the inside backer drops, so we're looking over here, but the outside backer has an inside shade, so he's playing in here. We're going to look over here once the inside backer drops, but we're probably going to go to X if the outside backer started off with an inside shade. Now, if he's head up and the inside backer drops on F's route, then we're going to look for Y right away. That's trips, right, tight, levels, 14-yard dig, 5-yard dig, 6-yard dig with a 12 to 10. Trips, right, tight, levels. So this is trips, right, tight, flood right, X, curl. Now on this one, principles on the flood stay the same except X, sell vert, then curl back hard inside. You want to get inside this out route. You don't want you guys to be in the same line of the ball. You want to curl back inside, hard inside, so that F would get the ball out here if it was thrown to him, and Y would get the ball outside if it was thrown to him, and X would get the ball in this window right here. Everything else stays the same. Number 3 has a flat, Y has a 10-yard out, and X has a 15-yard curl. Obviously, we can tag this whatever we want, so right now it's a 12 to 10 comeback. That's trips right tight, flood right, X curl. X curl back hard into this window. We want to get a high-low read on the outside backer if we want to go to out to flat, out versus flat. And if you want to go to the curl, you want to let this outside backer widen with the out and then hit the curl inside the window.